All right, people, so by now you've seen the fake beef that some channels are out here trying to make it seem like it's some big deal when it's really actually not. What am I talking about? AEW versus NWA. There's a beef over the national title. Okay, most you might have is some disgruntled NWA wrestlers that don't understand how wrestling really works. They you know, like probably these younger cats, and let's say even if it is some older ones, so what? Who cares? And this is about AEW having their own version of a national title. I'm like, so what? Well, you'll see videos where people are making up a fake beef, talking about the controversy, how people are giving backlash. Who cares about that backlash? Well, case in point, Tony Khan has, made it known that him and Billy Corgan had a friendly, respectful conversation about it, and there was no type of malice or arguing or nothing. Now, for one, if we're going to sit here and make a problem, and this goes to show you the level of pettiness, I don't care who the wrestlers are. I don't give a shit if they're old school, new school. They all need to shut up and understand what wrestling is about. But they try to judge everything based on this new era. So if we're going to bash a company or get mad because they have, but we got a national title, so what? There's other companies that have an Intercontinental Championship, a United States Championship, a TV Championship. Okay? Whoever the first company was to ever have a battle royal, then that means no other company can have a battle royal. You have your version of a battle royal. You might change some of the rules, do something differently from the way that the traditional way of it is. I mean, the only difference that people really have is calling it something different other than the battle royal. I mean, WWE has the Royal Rumble, AEW has the Casino Battle Royale, and there's stipulations to it. The only difference with the Royal Rumble and a Battle Royal is the amount of people involved. But it's the same thing. You can throw the wrestler over the top rope, and that's the only way to win. You can't win by pinfall or submission. Any of that. You have to throw your opponent out the ring over the top rope. Okay, well, in the Casino Battle Royal, you have, single or suit. Okay, and as you know, they're representing like diamonds, jacks, kings, or whatever, and pretty much that's how that works. And you come out as a team. But ultimately, you might have to go against somebody on your team. Okay, so their stipulations and things are different. So, I mean, even for somebody to come out with the World Heavyweight Championship, okay, somebody can call it the Universal Championship. So what? It's a freaking name. Not to mention, Tony Khan has stated that the rules of his national championship would be different. It's like, yeah, this is just people. And first off, the last thing that Billy Corgan need to be worried about is trying to bitch about AEW naming the title. Billy Corgan need to be more focused on trying to, promote the best product that NWA can promote, because that's what everybody should be focused on. But at the same time, should I say, they got this Roku deal, and it's still not a lot of talk about it at all. It's like the same person that just keep making videos about the NWA, and he's laughing at what they're doing. All I'm saying, really simple, this generation of people, it's like people just get more wicked, more evil, more hateful. Like they just don't. When I was a kid, I remember the teachers used to always talk about things that plagued us in America, or things that happened in the world years ago, and how those things really won't repeat themselves because we get more advanced in our thinking, and we have the technology and the thinking ability now to do things before it becomes a problem. And it might have seemed that way for a little while, but as you see as time go on, that's definitely not a true statement. I mean, an example to throw to that is, look, this Valve come with this Valve and Steam. They got this new console that they're making, right? I saw the specs on it and everything, and I'm saying, okay, it's an emulator and it's a PC as well. Okay, great. Phil Spencer says, hey, congratulations, welcome to the world of gaming. And like you said, people play games on all these different consoles. There's more exposure for everybody. That's just the way it goes. Okay, here's the problem. Why is it that everybody got to label something the killer of something else? Oh, brand new steam valve machine, the Xbox killer, the PlayStation killer. That shit is not going to kill nothing. It's either going to work or it's not, but it's not going to kill anything. And I'm like, why is it one thing can't exist? Why does it only have to be one thing can exist at a time? It can't be, hey, an addition. Hey, that's more to play. Hey, I mean, it's really stupid the way people think. You can't have WWE and AEW. Somebody got to go. You can't have PlayStation and Microsoft. Somebody got to go. It's always some kind of killer. This new phone is the iPhone killer. Oh, this new phone is the Galaxy S25 killer. Oh, this new phone. Everything is always the killer of something. Like, you guys are such idiots. I honestly, I really understand why people move to places and they move to where it's just their house and just land. Because human beings are fucking stupid. I just gotta say this, man. Like, what the fuck? Everything has to be a console war, some type of war, some type of everything is. No. First of all, let me show you how incredibly dumb the level of immaturity is like, wow, man. These are grown ass people that I'm addressing. First of all, why the fuck do I personally need me? Forget, I don't care about how the rest of y'all feel. Why do I need something that emulates games that I already have? What in the fuck do I need to play it on two different systems for? And then not only that, where have all, listen, you know what I heard about this machine? The specs on it, what it can do, the processor, all this stuff, right? What I didn't see is the same thing none of you saw. I didn't see any exclusives. I didn't see anything about what this machine has to offer without being an emulator. Who cares about a fucking emulator? This is all these computer geeks that sit home and want to play computer games that, for whatever reason, they just have a hatred towards consoles and shit. So now that they make one, oh, now all of a sudden you love consoles. Like, wow. The gaming world has been very slow right now. These games are not cranking out. 6-7 years ago, every time I turn around, there's a video, boom, boom, all these games coming out. Now everything is super slow. And everything that comes out is like a big letdown. Nobody's truly really happy about the games. And it's going to be no different. This system will come out and people will, 2-3 months later, man, I thought by now they'd have this and that. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this isn't what I thought it was. But you know who's going to praise and praise? It's always the same thing. There's always people that they're never happy. You can't satisfy. And you're going to have the people that, for whatever reason, have something against Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo. They're going to be the ones, we can play this. Well, wait, if the games that you play on Xbox, on PlayStation, or Nintendo is garbage, you don't like it, why the fuck would you care that you can play it on this simulator? Why? Why would you want those games? And for that matter, you should just buy the damn system, right? Okay, so if those games are garbage to you, it's like, man, these people are so weird. Anyways, yeah, so it's one of those things, man. There's no beef between the AEW and NWA. And first of all, let's just be real. The NWA don't have enough going on to even try to complain about anything, to be honest with you. Because the best thing that can happen is the term national title gets more exposure, and now due to even like the YouTube algorithms or all these other social media platforms, whenever AEW does anything and that term national title is mentioned, what's going to happen is NWA national title, or whoever else have a national title, it will be mentioned. But you see, this is the stupidity. This is the ignorance of so-called wrestling fans. So when I saw the video, this guy's talking about, there's heat between Billy Corgan and Tony Khan. No, it's not. Stop lying. There's no heat between the two of them. And even if it would have been heat, so what? Tony Khan is not taking the name away. He's not taking his title away. And they have too many belts. No, shut up. See, this is the problem. People don't get it. When you have a big roster, and this is one of the things that happened back in the day, while a lot of companies suffered with like certain wrestlers, because when you have all these guys and they barely get title shots, right? This is more prestige. Now guys who normally wouldn't be in the title hunt, okay, here's another title. You give more people more opportunities. And the way that these titles are, this is one of the things that I love about the difference between titles in AEW versus titles anywhere else. These titles, okay, and people are going to, unless people are going to look at AEW, they're going to look at WWE somewhat. somewhat of TNA. Somewhat. Not really, though, in all honesty, but somewhat. But what's going to happen is, what I love is this. Titles mean absolutely nothing in the WWE. Everybody can see that shit. I don't care how much of a mark you are. Everybody knows titles mean nothing. Wins and losses mean nothing. Storylines don't have to make sense. Okay? And AEW, these titles have history to where what was created by him, and even like the international title, all it, like look, you see these people wrestling and defending titles around the world, not just on AEW soil. So what happens is, the way these titles are being defended, they're being defended outside of the company. And see, certain titles you can afford to, okay, if somebody win it, cool. It gets more exposure to those people, and these wrestlers that are coming back and forth from this company are going to, people are going to see them and know who they are. As opposed to any title in the WWE being defended only in the WWE. So if you are a person that, okay, now that they've acquired AAA, right? Do you really care? Like, have you seen any WWE AAA show that just blew your fucking socks off? See, they can't emulate what AEW and CMLL did, because that shit was remarkable. And that's why I say, every time AEW knocks some shit out the park, and you go, oh man, people like, why are you acting so shocked? My thing with all of that is, if your company does not have exposure to their titles, it's a WWE title, but what is really, listen, stop being stuck on fucking stupid. Outside of people glazing who won the belts at certain times, what the fuck does the Intercontinental Championship really mean? In WWE, there's a certain class of people that only want that belt at certain times. And even if they don't want it, the company's going to put it on you at certain times because of what they're trying to do with the belt at that time. But other than that, what is the Intercontinental Championship? It's only defended on WWE soil, not outside the company. What is the United States Championship? Because even if you defend it, let's say, for example, they go to Ireland for a show, you're still defending it against someone that's contracted by only the WWE. You're not defending this shit against somebody from another promotion. So what exactly do these titles fucking mean? They just have different names. And this is why I said it's cool when you have titles that actually mean something and the wrestlers get a chance to go outside of the company. That's why the Forbidden Door is a beautiful concept. See, what's actually happening with any title that's being defended on a small platform. I give you a perfect example. Whether it's for a belt or not, Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan and WWE got far more attention than it did when they wrestled each other in the AWA. But it wasn't the first time that they wrestled. So you took two guys, lied and pretended that they never wrestled before, and just put them on a bigger platform, right? Okay, which means you have a lot of things happening in smaller promotions. And as long as you have a sports entertainment mindset, you will never respect and appreciate what these men and women are doing, and the fact that they do the same things that the bigger promotions do, like leave their families behind to go on the road to make money, to help provide and send money back home and all this kind of shit. They do the same things. They just make a lot less money, and they're on the road just as much doing the same shit, and they get a lot less exposure. Now, for that matter, the big names can wrestle in a bunch of different promotions and make a lot of money still, because there's a demand for them. You see, so this wrestling game, it's weird how it's always somebody that claim that they love wrestling. They always have a channel labeled some type of wrestling, right? But all they fucking do is stir the pot and want to try to like shit on something or someone else. Look, when Billy Corgan was in TNA, he had a championship where you defended it by rounds and they had judges. Okay, we've seen those type of matches before. Didn't matter. It was a championship involved in it. So what? It was still the same stipulations. 3 rounds. You know what I mean? And you got judges. It's simple. Same exact round. Same exact thing. If somebody wins 2 straight falls or however they get it, then there's no need for a third. But if it splits 1 and 1, it goes to a third. Same shit. We've seen Sting and Flair do it. We've seen these matches several times. But that wasn't an original concept. So, you know what I'm saying? All of this, but this, so only one, so that means by that logic, if people are going to feel some type of way, there should only be one company that have any type of cage match at all, any type of battle royal at all, a tag team division, trios division. Only one company should have everything, and every other company should just do what? From the very first wrestling match that was ever wrestled, another company had come along, and then now somebody else is having a wrestling match. Like, are you shitting me, man? Oh, but you know they got the national title. Look, man, I tell you what, all these wrestlers need to shut the fuck up, because if and when your contract is up and whoever you're wrestling for decides to not re-sign you, you're gonna look for someone else to go wrestle, right? So why talk shit about something that has nothing to do with you? And when I read an article first, and then I seen a couple of videos of these lying ass, fucking bottom feeding ass content creators just making up nonsense. It's, like I said, it's always got to be some type of beef. And there's several, man, people better do their homework. You look around and you see, oh, they got an Intercontinental champion over there too. Oh, they got a U.S. champion. Oh, yeah, what the fuck do you think? Of course. Of course. So, it's certain people, and let me say this. More people from the old NWA show their face at AEW events than they do NWA events. Yeah. And not for nothing, but the NWA has lost its the history that it had, the tradition it had. I feel like they do too much of trying to make their wrestlers look old school and give that old school feel, even from the way the ring looked, the arenas that they use look. And honestly, I feel like that's part of why people look at them and like, because it just looks like an outdated company. But when you talk about the events that the NWA had, when you talk about the type of match types and all these different things, right? Listen, trying to have wrestlers that emulate those guys from back in the day, okay, cool. If he's content with the audience that he has, great. But we know that when you are wrestling and you're in there doing what you're doing and you're not getting at least 500,000 people a show to watch you, you're just not a name that when you show up at somebody's show, like for example, if you go to AEW or WWE and the fans are just looking like, who the fuck is this? They don't want that feel. They want to feel like, hey man, when I step on the stage, everybody know who I am. Just like they know who Kenny Omega is, just like how they know who Cody Rhodes is, just like they know, I want that feeling. And can we say that any one motherfucker in the NWA has that? Wherever they go, everybody knows them? No. And we know that that's not the case. So the last thing that Billy Corgan need to be doing is trying to start some shit or feeling some type of way because of a name of a title. Focus on making a better product, man. And everybody should focus on that. And again, Tony Khan is never a person trying to tear down. That dude is always paying homage. He go to cities where matches happen and somebody did something spectacular that night or whatever, and he does that often. And he comes out behind the curtain. He don't want to be in the fucking Tony Khan is not a glory hound. He don't want to be all on the camera and taking up time from the wrestlers. No, but he will come out after the show and he will, bottom line, like pay homage to different wrestlers from all over the place. And it's something about people in this generation. Y'all don't respect someone that generally has a healthy respect and a love for something that you claim you love too. But you will chase and sniff up the asshole of somebody that's telling you to go fuck yourself and saying that you have no lives, you guys are a bunch of losers and all that. But you guys run around and like assholes, you're sitting up there looking fucking stupid. This is a watch along. Aren't you the same fucking people that's constantly bashing everything about the WWE week after week? And now you're going to do a fucking watch along? And just sit there and bitch for about 2 hours? About something that you already expect to be trash anyway? So, yeah, I mean, this generation of people suck. Human beings really fucking suck. We can't have Xbox. No, it gotta go. We can't have PlayStation and Xbox. One gotta go. We can't have Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. One gotta go. Oh, we got this Steam Valve emulator, and it's gonna destroy all of these. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Like iPhone was gonna kill Samsung, right? Like Huawei was gonna kill iPhone, and how all these other companies gonna kill this one and that one. Yet they all still here. And then the ones that y'all claim are the killers of the top dogs are the ones who end up going away. And I look and think, man, Atari is still here in a way where it's servicing its old school fans because they don't give you anything really new, but they're still around. Okay, they're not major. Let's not be stupid. You don't see tons of videos about Atari's products, all right? But they're still here. They just come back with this new little handheld. Okay, cool. So we can say they're still around. But the big three, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, are still here. TurboGrafx 16, gone. Sega, and I'm talking this console mate. I'm talking about consoles. I ain't talking about people that might still have a name to like make games, but no, I'm talking about consoles. So, you know, Sega, gone. I said TurboGrafx 16, yeah. Okay, Neo Geo, gone. It doesn't matter what version, whether it was the Sega Saturn, Sega CD, everything, all this shit that came and went, gone. I remember a time they were showing some console, some Budweiser, like projector type console, game console and shit. It was supposed to be a limited amount. I don't know nobody that have it or even talk about it. They actually had a KFC, yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken, a KFC console. That, oh, you could put your little snack on there and warm it up while you playing the game and all this. And I don't know nobody that has it, or if it ever happened. But yeah, so all of these, what's the latest one that came and gone? And it was just basically plug and play type shit. And they were saying that this was gonna be a problem for the Xbox Series S because it does the same thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That shit then came and gone. All of these different companies that come and go. I don't know why it is y'all take pleasure in this shit, but for a company that's done nothing to nobody, they just didn't do enough to stay afloat. Somehow, haha, LLL, like a bunch of little silly ass children. It makes you guys feel good that somebody's just a company is just out of business. Like I don't get you guys. I truly don't. But anyways, they're still here. And listen, if this Steam, Valve, Steam, however you want, Steam Valve or whatever you want to call it, if it's successful, great. Great. But remember the era that we're in. More than half of you will find something to bitch about this new system. And pretty much, regardless of whether it lasts or whether it flops or whatever it does, it's not going to change my mind. And there's a lot of people out there like, bro, I have a fucking Series X. We have a fucking 360. We have a 1X. We have a Switch. We have a Wii. What in the fuck do I need another? No, I'm not some video game computer nerd. No, I don't know. I don't need another one. Okay, as much as I love Fire Pro Wrestling, it's like, nah, I'm not gonna go spend no fucking $300-400 on no system just to buy one game because I don't want anything else. Just Fire Pro Wrestling, that's it. Which you probably would be able to play on this system, right? But my whole point, who the fuck, bro, paying my mortgage, keeping the lights on, the water running, sending my sons to college, all those things, that shit that's what's important to me. This is all leisure time shit. And if they don't price this motherfucker right, I don't care how much you praise it, it's going to flop if they don't price it right. Nobody, who the fuck you think got money to just be running around throwing to some already rich people, just, hey, here go another reason to take your money. And if this motherfucker don't have a bunch of exclusives, look, Nintendo Switch 2 just came out not too long ago. And we saw their library and we see what they got going on, right? Notice this era right now is not like it was 4 or 5 years ago. Because you don't hear a bunch of people talking about all these games that they got coming out for the Switch 2. You know, before the launch and all that, yeah, everybody watched it. Okay, cool. People were sitting there crying. Literally, I saw grown-ass, bitch-ass men. I'm so happy. But, yo, check what I'm saying. For all of that, okay? You guys, the same thing. When they came out with that fucking Steam, the Nintendo Switch killer ain't gonna kill shit. Ain't gonna kill shit. Yeah, it killed it so bad that it sold 3 million and the fucking Switch did like 146 or 148 million or something like that. Okay, well, whatever. All I'm saying is, it's always somebody trying to say something's not gonna work. Like I said, something gotta die for something else to live. And when you look at all of this bullshit, it's like, you're doing all this talking about specs. What in the fuck type of exclusives do they have? Because if you're willing to go around, I don't give a fuck what it costs. I don't care if they say it's $300. What the fuck do I need something just to play games that I already have? For what? For what reason do I have to do that? No fucking company, not Xbox, not PlayStation, nobody right now, Nintendo, nobody's cranking out a bunch of exclusives. Which is going to be the deciding factor. Only these computer nerds are going to be going, oh, wow, I can play that. Right, all the games you claim suck because they're not for the fucking PC. But now that you can play them, they don't suck anymore. Like, y'all know what that is already, man. Yeah, but pretty much my whole case in point is, like I said earlier, it's always, we got to eliminate something or someone. You just don't want to see 2, 3, 4, 20 things exist at one time. You guys are so fucked up, man. I promise you, this is why my channel is called Games and Entertainment, because I don't want to limit myself to talk about just one particular thing. There's one thing's for sure. I thought when I started a gaming channel, that's why my channel used to be called Xbox and Nintendo Force. And I thought about the limitations on that, and I said, you know what, let me change this. Because then when I make certain videos, people not going to expect certain videos to come from that channel with a name like that. So, you know what, let me change it, and other reasons. But when I did it, it's like, I learned really quickly, man, the gaming industry, like as far as the gaming community, is one of the worst, most toxic. I swear, and I'm like, people like, how come you don't go live? For what? All you fucking grown-ass men do is sit up here, grown fucking men with gray fucking hair, receded hairline, sitting there smoking a cigarette, stressed. Oh, you ain't saying nothing, bitch-ass nigga. Fuck that nigga. Nigga, come see me in the street, nigga. Come see me in the street, nigga. Fuck that nigga. I'll beat your ass, nigga. Or some old nerdy ass fucking country hick. Dude, you are fucking ass, dude. You fucking so suck, dude. You're fucking ass. You're a fucking bitch. You're a little fucking cocksucking. I'm like, this is entertaining to your audience? Is this what your dumbass audience tune in to watch? Two grown ass men sit up and argue over a fucking game? Nah. I couldn't go live because I fuck around and find your address, find where you live, and fuck around and show up at your, like, stop. No, we don't do that shit. We're grown-ass men. You think if I'm sitting there playing with my son gonna be talking to me like I'm some little bitch, or I'm gonna be talking to him like he's some little bitch, and he's not my son? No. We played it just to have fun, and we chilling. We ain't sitting up here. This is all I see. Nobody can do anything and just enjoy it. Everything has to be a fucking complaint. Grown men on TikTok arguing with young kids. Literally. Kids telling you, I'm fucking 11 and I'm kicking your fucking ass. Oh, you're just a dumbass. And it's like, this is what people think you're supposed to do. They think this is what's entertaining. This is what the people tune in to see. A little foul-mouthed kid with no fucking parenting skills being fucking displayed to him, and a grown-ass man sitting up here allowing himself to sit here and even fucking play with a kid. You notice on other channels, they'll ask you, are you 18 or older? Because if not, they're not even going to let you talk on their platform. Which is why I say these social media sites, they just suck. I guess if you're making enough money for them, Yeah, because how is this even legal? How is this even possible? Grown as adults telling little kids, suck my dick, you little bitch. And the kid back and forth, but you don't flag that kind of shit. And you think that this is what the fuck I want to be a part of? Absolutely not, man. We just have fun with what we do and we just chill. So, you know, I could walk away from this shit and won't miss it at all. You know what I mean? It's just something to do for fun, man. And hey, you know what, man? We all see something that we get inspired by, or something that we like that we can just chill with. Man, for the most part, yeah, people are just so toxic. So, bottom line, whatever happens with this steam valve situation, if it's successful, hey, great. If it flops, it flops. Shit happens. Yeah, whatever. Fuck. If Xbox flops, if PlayStation flops, if Nintendo flops, if shit can happen. What am I supposed to go commit suicide? Because, you know what I mean? Like, this is so crazy. So, yeah, man, if it work, it worked, man. You know, like Phil Spencer said, hey, man, welcome to the fucking gaming world. But, you know, shit. And the same thing, man. You know, Billy Corgan, he over there doing his thing in NWA. Tony Khan and AWA is kicking ass, doing their thing. Ain't no beef there. That's just, like I said, people trying to stir the pot to create something that's not even there. And then you idiots go jump right in it and start giving your little stupid 2 cents. Don't even know what the fuck is going on. Somebody can tell you anything. And I promise you, in this era of time, people don't care if something's true or not. If it's an interesting topic, like, oh, everybody's talking about it, they just truthfully don't care about shit. They don't. And here goes something that I'm going to cap this video off with to show you how screwed up this generation is. I literally hear little kids, because of that stupid song, 6, 7. Hey, 6, 7. They're just saying it. They probably can't even count to 6 or 7. But they just hear this shit and don't even know what it means. What does that even mean? I don't know. But I like the song. No, I didn't ask you if you like the song. What does that even mean? They don't even know. They don't even care. They just like to say, this sounds stupid. Now, I see grown-ass men doing it. Just stand up in line at a supermarket. 6, 7. Grown-ass men. And I'm like, wow. Wow. And you don't feel stupid knowing that you and little small children have the same mindset. Hey, yo, Hans. What's up, nigga? 6, 7. You wild and shy. This is the shit y'all on, man. So no, there's no fucking console wars. There's only stupid people trying to create that fucking narrative and trying to keep it pushing. And when you feed into it, it's completely stupid. The fuck do you want to see people go out of business for? That's done nothing to you. That has shown, you know, no disrespect to the people buying it. I mean, just say it. Simple. And no, there's no beef between Tony Khan and Billy Corgan, and truthfully, man, I gotta throw wrestling fans right in that fray with toxic, with being toxic fans, man. You guys, you're not wrestling fans. You're not. You truly. I'm not a fan of anybody or anything. I just like and appreciate certain things. I respect certain things, but no, I tell you in a heartbeat, I'm not a fan. But you motherfuckers claim you're such fans, and all y'all want to see is the destruction of a company, the destruction of a person, and people that are doing nothing to you. Nothing to you. You never heard me say, I wish the NWA just go away. If I think something's garbage, I don't have to watch it. I just have a hard time understanding what the fuck they're doing. Like, I see them do something and go, I understand, okay, what everybody's saying to everybody else, and I don't understand how you came up with these ideas and thought this is cool for a wrestling show. I just don't understand their way of thinking, man. I don't. But hey, like I said, I don't have to watch, and I'm not an avid watcher of it. But every now and then something will pop up on YouTube, and okay, cool, now, you know, whatever, man. Like, yeah, I mean, it's wrestling. You want to see things happen in a different way. I'm not sitting up here giving no formula for nobody. This is what you should do with it. No, I'm just saying what you're giving. Either we like it or we don't. But what you're not going to see me doing is sitting up here week after week complaining about how ass a company is, how garbage a company is, and how, like, nah. Because now at this point, you're just clout chasing. Because you're monetizing your channel, and you know that right now, talking negative is the in thing. And that's whether you talk about AEW, WWE, or whatever, and that's all it is. Even AEW kicking ass, putting on great shows, and they just killed it with blood and guts, and you still got people, oh, Tony Khan doesn't know what he's, yeah, I know, right, and you do. That's why your broke ass is sitting on the sidelines fucking talking shit, but you ain't producing nothing. And then you got, of all people, Vince Russo open his mouth to say, I will beat Raw. What you think he's trying to do? Trying to get attention to himself, that's all. Beat Raw with what? Working with some fucking indies promotion that no fucking body knows about outside their little fucking fan base? All 26 people that come and sit in their shows and watch. And that's supposed to beat Raw? They know him saying that as a bold statement, people going to talk, and they trying to get people to talk his name up. Nobody gives a fuck about Vince Russo. And this is the guy. What's funny, you've already joined this company, and still all you talk about is AEW and WWE. And you don't mention one fucking word about the company that you work for. What the fuck kind? And y'all don't see that these people are just cutthroat, a bunch of bottom feeders, man. They just want to get paid however they can. I'll talk shit about your company, I'll bash it, and hey, man, if you can forgive me and want to hire me, hell yeah, I'll come get a check from you. Why would I want to be a part of a sinking ship? Why would I want to be a part of something that's garbage? They don't know what they're doing, but you do. And that's why your ass can't. You don't own shit. You don't have a promotion. You don't do anything that's big in this sport. But yet, you have all this criticism. And my thing is, I'm not telling you, like, I see what's going on. Now, I don't have a problem with AEW's programming. I already spoke about why I don't give a fuck about the WWE. But that's not the same reasons that all these other people are saying this shit. Y'all ignore the reasons I don't give a fuck about them. That don't even bother y'all. Because y'all are calling them racist and everything, but y'all are still sit there and support them. I mean, now you got people making videos. What happened to WWE t-shirts? I mean, I used to love buying the merchandise. And where's the shirts? And oh my God. Like, man, grow up. There's no wonder why men and women can't get along. There's no wonder. Because the immaturity, the ignorance, the selfishness is so fucking potent. It's so powerful. And grown-ass people don't look and realize, damn, man, we become a bunch of kids overnight. We don't conduct ourselves like grown men and women. We act like children. This is why the fucking world is like it is, and this is why your kids are dumb as fuck. Because they got fucking grown-ass fathers and mothers talking about, hey, babe, yeah, 6, 7. Dumbass motherfuckers. Like seriously. Anyways. AEW, keep doing what you do. NWA, do your thing. And this new console, whatever, hey, do what y'all do, man. Simple. But these idiotic fans, man, y'all need to change. Like, seriously, y'all really need to change. Big time. That's all I got for you guys now. Catch you on the next video.